back to my YouTube channel. So, last time I did a running video, I talked about the legs, about the lifting, and then the stomping, and then the pushing back, and then the landing and stuff. And today, since we already focused on the lower half last time, we're gonna focus on the upper half this time, aka your arms and your upper body. Also, I just ran at the Dublin Distance Fiesta, and I did a mile of 6 minutes, 0 seconds, 0.97, I think, for 1,600 meters. So anyways, let's talk about the arms. So your arms can either severely improve your running speed, or it can severely decrease your running speed. So if your arms are like wobbly and all around, of course it's gonna take a lot of energy on your arms, and that won't be able to drive yourself forward. So it is very important to understand the form for your arms. So we're going to talk about a few mistakes that are pretty common in people and what you should do to avoid it. So the first thing is people are either have a really small angle between their forearm and the upper part of your arm, or they have a really wide angle between this. And then if you have a really wide swing, that's going to take up a lot of energy. And then if you have too short of a angle, then you won't be able to run properly. So what we want to focus on is approximate 90-degree angle between this part of your arm and your forearm. And now, since we talked about what the angle should be between these two parts of our arms, let's talk about the swing for your arms. Instead of swinging all sideways, that is going to impact your speed and the amount of energy you waste. So what we want to focus on is, for the best case scenario, we want our hands to be straight and parallel, as you can see right here. But that takes a lot of focus. But at least what we want is our arms not to pass a center line. We want to draw a line in the middle of our body, and we don't want our arms to go past this middle line, because then your shoulders will be tilting towards this angle, and you will be swinging your entire upper body, which again wastes energy. So we at least want to make sure that it doesn't go over this middle line. And then what do you want to imagine when you're swinging your arms? You want to imagine that you have like a drum set in front of you, and you have 2 sticks in your hand, and you're just drumming down on it. When we swing, we want to make sure that our arm is up to our shoulders, and then we swing back to around our waist or butt, if you will. And so when you swing, you want to be able to see your fist on the highest point, but vanish at the lowest point. Because if you is able to see your fist the entire time, that means you're not swinging backward enough and not reaching your full potential, because the rhythm of your arms is severely related to the rhythm of your legs. And we want to maximize each distance of each step. So the swing backward counts a lot in this step. So now another mistake that people make is that they clench their fists really tight. What does this do? It creates a lot of tension in this muscle or tendon, and then that is going to tire you out and make you really uncomfortable. It's normal for you to be like really nervous, so you clench your fists. But that's not very good because again, this muscle is going to be kind of sore if you keep on doing that. So what you want to do, you want to imagine a chip or an egg in your hand to make sure that you're not clenching and you don't want to like crunch up the chip or the egg because then it wouldn't be yummy anymore. And then when you run, you want to be like kind of loose. It doesn't matter if you're like, you want your hands out or kind of in, as long as it's relaxed, making this muscle also relaxed, then you're fine. And then after you're done running, your sweat will season the chip or the egg, and then you can eat it. Don't do that. And then another mistake that people make is that they tense up their shoulders and then they like run like this. It looks kind of awkward and I'm over exaggerating it, but you want to look out for that because even this can impact the tension on your shoulder. So you want your shoulders to be relaxed and down. And now we're done talking about the arms. I know, very basic, very simple, and amazing. And so now we talk about the actual torso part, which is actually pretty simple. You want to be strong and like not wiggle around because that will waste energy. And you want to basically make your torso really strong, but you don't want it to be really straight. Like when you're running, you don't want your body to be completely straight. You want to have a slight angle because when you are completely straight, it is possible to have a stance called like running while sitting, which means your center of mass is behind your legs, making your legs dragging you forward. So you want a slight angle forward when you're running. So that's it for today. I hope you guys learned something about your arm distance and the swing and then the tense in your shoulders and your hands and the slight tilt in your body. So I hope you guys have a great rest of your day. And yeah, also food is very important. I don't know why I said that, but food is amazing. So, thank you.